Alright, so this is another video. Right now I have a Mercedes AMG GT3. This gift I was awarded through the numerous amount of gameplay that I accomplished, right? Honestly, this gameplay left me with nothing but surprises. Nothing but surprises, so I'm just going to get straight to it. So one, right? I did like plenty of races. Right? And I realized with Gran Turismo 7, it's so realistic that I had did this one manually with the steering wheel basically. I did a couple of other times with the other cars, but this one was definitely well needed because of the turning and when to actually when at the right time to change gears basically. Now I'm going to elaborate that on more, right? So the number of times that I had played packs to get to the next level, and in fact to even come in first place, right? I have realized that these turns that I'm taking, right? Which turn is it? Is it this turn or is it? I'm gonna find a certain turn. This turn is one of the ones that gave me difficulty. That turn previously, and this turn too, somewhat, right? So the next turn is coming up. But I realized that every time that I was taking a turn, I was recommended to be in first gear to successfully do that turn, right? And coming off that turn was the issue, right? It was really an issue because I'll be in first gear coming off a turn, and then I would have to go ahead and speed up off that turn. You see, like right here, right? Like they just gone, right? Typically I'll be in first gear when they automatically going, and I'll be like in automatic, use automatic or like that. So I realized I was like, hold on, nah, all right, let me try doing. This was one of the turns I had difficulty with. Let me try doing it from second gear, right? When it comes off to getting off the turns or making these turns, right? I realized second gear wasn't working, and the rest of the drivers, they was getting off those turns very faster, way faster. I mean, from my turns. So I was like, all right, cool. You know what? I'm gonna start using third gear. You know what I mean? So I switched it from first gear to second gear to third gear. So anytime when, for example, like right now, right? I always recommend to be in third gear. So when I come off that turn, I can easily snap back into getting right back into my top speed, basically. So this is me manually driving Mercedes AMG GT3, and I'm the one who's really driving. I'm manually driving this, shifting gears, all of that. What other surprises? Right. There's still one of those turns to get to that was giving me difficulty. But because I think one of the previous videos I told you guys from before that I had a turning issue, hitting those turns more better basically. So there is room for growth and improvement that I'm working on. Drafting. This turn was alright. It was alright. It was like. I think it was that turn right there. Yeah, it was definitely that turn. That turn right there was one of my most difficult turns. As you hear, the tires, they was like actually screeching, basically. Some of these turns I was taking, you would hear the car tires like screech, like for the longest. That's me turning the wheel like all the way, and it's not really easy. Like this, like really requires some timing and some turning, basically. You know. So I'm just keeping up, staying in third gear. No more first gear, second gear, third gear when it comes to turns. It really depends on the tracking. It really depends on the tracking, basically. Um, how many turns and the difficulty of the track, basically. Oh yeah, for sure. Yep, I've been hitting those apexes on those corners. I definitely took advantage of those, just like in other games, the Need for Speed or any other racing game. Even though Gran Turismo 7, even though this is a professional gaming. This is professional. The racing is professional. So to be honest, the most you should be hitting is those corners. The red white corners and stuff like that. This corner, boom, right? That's the most that you should be hitting. Because this is a game that's really represented to be in a professional matter. But man, like I just I got used to that already. I was like, oh wait, hold on. Like I know in other games you could really take like shortcuts and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure I'm trying to save time. I'm trying to save time, bro. I'm trying to save time. So I was like, you know what? Alright, cool. Let me go ahead and do that little leap of saving time. As you see through the gameplay, I went beyond. I went, sometimes beyond hitting the grass to make sure I save time and catch up against the other competitors. Yeah, yes, that turn just previously. Those were the most difficult corner right there. Most difficult turn. Typically I'll spin out when I turn back there. Typically I'll definitely spin out, and it was very challenging. It was very challenging to actually keep up from off that turn. So boom, moving on, right? AMG GT3, right? This is my first time kind of realizing like the GT3 vehicles, leap of faith. The GT3 vehicles, right? So I realized like, alright, cool. Oh snap! Like I'm driving a Mercedes AMG GT3, but also too I know Porsches. The Porsche company, they have GT3s too as well. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of that actually kind of surprised me about knowing cars basically. That's definitely an eye opener for me. Very surprising. So there's definitely a lot of cars out there, a lot of trims of cars to definitely um, to acknowledge and to know about and to learn about basically. Um, yeah. So from here on out, I realized like a lot of these races, I would definitely have to do manual control. Definitely manual control shifting gears, manual control the steering wheel. This is all steering. This is all me, you know, driving. Yo, just imagine like having this car like in real life. Like real life, like it'll be gorgeous. Like real life, oh my goodness. Mercedes AMG GT3 real life, man, dude. This car is like top 5 good looking cars. Gotta be. Okay, maybe not top 5, probably like top 20. You know what's crazy? The higher I go in ranking in a race, it's like the more harder I was going basically. Because man, these AIs definitely know how to drive for sure. And this is just me learning how to drive. Just keeping up with the pace. right? There's something to learn about, right? Say if I'm shifting gears, right, and you hear the engine noise, I don't know how to. Basically, that's like the transmission of shifting gears, right? Um, I'm not too sure if you're supposed to like shift gears before you hear that noise, or you supposed to like wait until you hear that noise to shift gears. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's quite beautiful. Um, so yeah, just let me know in the comment section. So you know, this is a reflection of real life, and I don't want to blow my engine. You know what I mean? But stay in tune for the next video. Like, comment, and subscribe.